Now, I know what you're thinking. You're probably looking at this and going, dear God, he's much more unattractive than I realized. What else? This is the daily vlog. Uh, and Today was a really bad day. Um, to start off with, like, today was suck day. You remember my last video where I was like actually kind of happy because I was going to be having some help? Dude, how's about the following day? This guy, like, I'm getting out of my car to start my shift. I'm getting out of my car, I'm getting ready to go into the store and getting ready to clock in. This dude, his vehicle is parked conveniently next to mine. I see him just storming out, and I say, "Hey man, you heading out?" And he goes, "I'm going on break." And gets in his car, never comes back. So I'm closing that by myself, which I've gotten used to. I despise it, but I've learned to accept it. Alrighty. Mm. All right. So yeah, like my job, and today was even worse. Like today was actually like really bad. It was suck day. And that's my way of saying truck day because I work in the meat department, and what I do at my job is basically last minute closing stuff like cleaning up, filling up the shelves. But throughout my shift, I am filling up the shelves and basically like that's about it. Filling up the shelves and basically like weighing the meat up and everything like that. Just simple stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not smart enough to get any better jobs than that at the moment. In any case, I go over and and it's like and suck day is when the truck comes in and brings in all the pallets. The pallets are their own personal towers, and we have to find a way to put like 7 towers worth of meat, ridiculously heavy meat. By the way, I'm talking like they may as well have just like gave us the cow, but it's like it's ridiculously heavy meat, and we had to find a way to put like at least a good 7 towers worth of that into something that's about as big as maybe about 2 bathrooms next to each other. That was basically the first 5 hours of my shift, and it was brutal. I mean, like I still had to do my basic job, which was customer service, filling up the shelves, and it took me so long. Like, it took me so long to clean up. I didn't actually like close until just recently, which is why this video is actually a little bit later than normal. All right. What else is there? Like, but that was just today. Today, this week in general has actually been really weird though. Trump finally conceded. Yes. But now we're into the runoffs. The runoffs here in Georgia right now. And I think the thing that's actually really upsetting to me about the Georgia runoffs is that like Georgia has always been red. So it's like, I mean, I like here's the hoping that the Senate gets flipped, but it's like if it doesn't, then like I have no. Then if it doesn't, then I can't really be mad at Biden if anything goes wrong. Now it's going to be Mitch McConnell's fault again because it's always Mitch McConnell's fault because he's the guy in charge of the Senate, and the Senate doesn't let anything pass, or the Senate lets all the wrong things pass, then the president has to sign off on them unless he doesn't. In any case, though, it's going to be McConnell's fault if the Senate doesn't get flipped. So this is not supposed to be Georgia's responsibility. Like man, it is so. This is definitely going to be one of those revolutionary times right here. Um, I hate talking about politics. I really do. I actually don't like. I actually don't care about that much about politics. But now I find myself like going into, as I said before, going into like a lot of the .gov sites. Like I didn't know that you could actually call the White House. I didn't know you could actually like pick up your phone and like call the White House. So it's like what? So that's definitely something that I just recently learned from going to whitehouse.gov and like getting one of the four numbers to call. It's like, did not know this. That is surprising. Uh, I'm going on congress.gov looking at the laws that they did or didn't do. Fun fact: Kamala Harris actually like released a anti-lynching law into the Senate that didn't get passed yet. It passed the Senate, but for some strange reason, it didn't pass the House, which is like, what? Why not? Um, it's weird. That's so weird. Um, all right, moving along. Just let's see, that's my day, and then there's politics and like because honestly, my week was not that eventful. I just basically worked. I did my schoolwork. I want to say my girlfriend's upset with me, but I don't know why. But I hope that she's not. Also, pardon the floating camera because I don't have a tripod, so I'm using my hands and this pad, and that's about it. This is all I got. So there's that. Yeah, man. That's mostly it. Also, no, I think that's about it. Like professional wrestling has actually I'm actually starting to consider going to that wrestling school because it's $250 a month, and it's like with all of my expenses, I just hope that I can save up enough to just at least do the like with all my expenses and with all my expenses and with all like the days that I have to actually go to work. I work like 5 days a week, and it's like it's upsetting, it's stressful, I hate it, but it's money, and I don't know. I guess at some point I can always sort of ask for less days. I don't know. I hope so anyway. The manager seems to think I'm at least okay with this, but it's like I this was not in the cards for me. I gotta do the wrestling thing. So it's either A, go back to Texas and become homeless and test the waters there, or B, do the wrestling school here and hope that that gets me somewhere down the line. It's just super stressful. Um, I actually called the NAACP too. This is actually pretty weird. I feel like I should like tell this because one time I called up like earlier this week. I called up the NAACP in Georgia because apparently they're a national organization. Like they can actually I didn't that's I guess that's what the N stands for. But yeah, the NAACP. I called them up, and so I could tell them about the Project Freedom Initiative, which was the 19 families who bought the 95 acres of land to try to make Freedom, Georgia. And I called them up, and like the person who was in charge kind of like snapped at me because it was like for me it was just, hey, have y'all heard about this Freedom Initiative thing? And the person who answered the phone was like, well, I mean, if you want to have a conversation about it, you could join the NAACP. And it's like he's like, at least take me to dinner first, goodness. But I said I couldn't do it. Well, I said I couldn't be a part of it at the moment because it was kind of like I said, it felt a bit pressured in any case. But like the person was like, oh, I was like, unfortunately I can't do it. I was like, oh right, you darn right, unfortunately, like this is the most important. It was mostly joining NAACP to sort of help get the vote out, and it's like, oh, you don't want to help get the vote out. This is the most important thing of our lives, and you just all you do is work and go. All you do is wake up and go to work, and that's it. I'm just like, yeesh. Granted, I got a text sort of like apologizing about the snap of it because it did come across as, I mean, obviously for them, this is like a very big priority. And, for me to talk about the Project Freedom Initiative, it's just obviously wasn't on their thing. So yeah, I did not know the NAACP actually like was a national thing. I thought the NAACP was something else. In any case, that was another thing. Also, I learned what a union is, and I'm very proud of myself for that because learning what a union is made watching Wentworth a bit more interesting. Because if you ever seen Wentworth, then it's basically a union. It's a prison, but it's still kind of like a union system. They have their own rep who talks to the bosses and gets some stuff taken care of. It's like literally the perfect example of what a union can be without if the convicts were actual workers and not like convicts. Oh boy, this video is really long, 9 minutes. That's it though. I said that like 4 times already. Love and peace. Yeah, I have a good one. Here's to hoping that the Senate gets flipped. Also, do yourself a favor, check out the .gov sites. You might be surprised at what you might learn.